Oh my gosh, Ryan, there it is! Woo! What's up, everybody? Nick here, and we have a glorious, glorious morning at the Mackenzie River track. Now, this shoe, the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent, we've had a ton of fun with it over the last few weeks. We've cut it open with a box cutter. We've set records in it. We've tested it on the track and off the track. We've pretty much done everything there is to do with this shoe except for one thing: send it into space. What I've got here is a 350-gram weather balloon and 100 cubic feet of helium. We're gonna combine the two and take our payload into the stratosphere. Let's get set up. That's a lot of helium. Nope. Okay, nice. Well, it floats the hose at least. My challenge now is to get it to have enough helium to lift our payload. Let's actually go calculate how heavy our payload is. This is my payload. Of course, the world famous Vaporflies, which are going into space. I've got a GoPro right here with a little heater pack on it because it's gonna be cold where this thing's going. I've got a flight computer, which is gonna give us data for ambient altitude and temperature. And then I've got a spot GPS tracker so that we can find the damn thing. We're gonna let it go, cross our fingers that we can get it back. All right, here we are. I've got my weather balloon with 1,700 grams of lift and a payload with 1,200 grams of weight. 1,700 grams of lift counteracts the 1,200 grams of weight, and this thing should rise. Now, when it does, it's gonna take the parachute up with it, and it's gonna take the payload. What could possibly go wrong? First ever Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent in space. All right, now I can just barely see it. It's at least 10,000 feet up. These weather balloons can travel hundreds of miles if they hit the jet stream just right. That blows west to east, so we're gonna get in the truck. We're gonna track this thing down. Fortunately, I got the GPS receiver working and I'm tracking it on my cell phone. Let's go. All right, now, so we actually calculated based on the winds aloft where we thought this thing would end up. It's gonna be somewhere near Sun River is what we're guessing. So now, back in the truck, we're driving to Sun River. Should take about 2 hours for it to get up high enough into the atmosphere. The negative pressure will cause that balloon to burst, and then the parachute will float it back down to Earth. All right, so every 5 minutes, the GPS unit that's mounted to that payload coordinates with the satellites and tells us its exact location to about 1 meter. So we're watching it as it comes back around, hits the jet stream, and now it's really picking up speed. It's heading towards Sun River and the Pines. So we've got a beautiful day here in Oregon. We're just tracking it down. All right, we've been driving for about an hour, tracking it the whole time. It went from Mackenzie River, where we launched, up and over the Cascades, almost directly over the Sisters, and it just landed. It's just on the other side of those hills. It's about another 45-minute drive away, but it is near a road. I think we may actually have pulled this one off. Let's go get it. All right, 2 miles away from here, we got to hike. Run! I want to get my balloon! I'll tell you what, this crazy thing is, you send a Nike sneaker 75,000 feet into the air, they can come down anywhere. So I just feel grateful that it came down someplace that's only a 2-mile hike in. This thing could have come down on top of Mount Bachelor, in the middle of the Sisters. It's always an adventure. All right, we're getting really close. Maybe another half mile along this fire road, and then we'll get to a point where we actually have to turn left off the road and hike through the brush. Now, I'm just praying it's not up in a tree. There's a lot of things that can go wrong between here and me actually recovering it. All right, it's getting a little tougher. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Ah, maybe we do. What in the world is on the other side of that hill other than my shoes? Let's go. Close. Oh my gosh. Ryan, check this out. I can see what we saw on the satellite image. Now it's a lava field. Come check it out, it's wide open. How do we get so lucky? It says I've arrived. I don't think so. We're very close. Oh my goodness. On the one hand, I'm glad it's not in a dense forest, but on the other, this is tough. All right, we're within, I don't know, a football field. It's somewhere here. I can dial it in a little closer maybe, but I expect to see it any minute here. I'll tell you what, I think it's just on the other side of this hill. Ryan, I have visual. Come here. Woo! Can you see it? Oh my gosh, Ryan, there it is. Woo! Dude, even it landed gently on this bush. The computer's good. The transponder's obviously still working. The battery fell off. The GoPro fell off. Please still be working. Smells like space. Dude, come see this balloon. It's like it exploded in a million places and wound together. Parachute's still good. I mean, it obviously did its job. And we got a little lucky landing in the bush, I feel like. Yeah, the GoPro mount popped right off when it hit. All right, we recovered our payload, but now we gotta go back and see what we got on the GoPro. Let's hike out of here. 2 vapor flies. This one's been to space, this one stayed with us here on Earth. Let's try them out and see how they perform. I'll be honest, they're both good as new. Think I'll actually put in a few more miles. See you guys next week.